Welcome back, my lovely darlings, to my channel. Today it's going to be more like a talking video. I'm just here today to remind you to take a little break, to give yourself a little bit more grace and have a little bit more peace in your life, and to actually have this kind of state of your mind when you're more relaxed, when you are not bothered by other things that sometimes maybe people are getting nervous about, about whatever is happening to them. But this kind of attitude that you are at peace, basically. So I think this is very, very important if you want to cultivate this kind of life of slow living and being happy where you are, being grateful what you have. You need to achieve at some point this kind of little bit more peace in your life, little bit more relaxation when it comes to your state. And it's not about that you all the time you are relaxed because believe me, I have this kind of state to just know that I'm more at peace with myself, with everything that we have, with everything we don't have. It's something that we might get in one day in our life, something maybe we're not going to get in our life, and time will show. But I have moments with small kids, when I'm getting upset, getting nervous, they don't listen to me, and it's just normal, but when it comes to your life, I think it's really important to find something like an anchor, that it gives you this kind of feeling that everything is going to be okay, having this kind of hope in your life as well, that whatever is going to happen, whatever really anything that's going to happen in your life, you can deal with that because you are strong. And even if sometimes maybe you don't feel that you have a support or people that are around you that's supporting you, you are enough to support yourself and you can really achieve whatever you like. But to do that, I think you need to find somewhere inside deep this kind of feeling of whatever is going to happen, I'm going to deal with that and I'm going to be okay. And to get to that point, it's not very easy. It's not just easy, It's all about mindset, obviously. It's all about feeling grateful. It's all about feeling that giving yourself a grace, sometimes not feeling that everything what you're doing need to be perfect. Sometimes just doing things slowly, just slower than normally you would do. And doing things with your hands as well helps a lot to achieve peace, For some people might be like, what am I going to do with my hands? Very good question. Very simple thing is the easiest, I think, feel that people can really achieve peace when they're doing that is cleaning. It's such a simple task, and it's for men and for women as well. It's not about just you need to clean now all your house. No, it's about really focusing on the task you have in front of you. For example, you have a task that you want to clean your bathroom. Just I give you an example. And having this kind of attitude that you're going to clean this bathroom for yourself, you're doing that with love for yourself as well, and not really rushing, oh, I need to clean this quickly, just doing this like very, very quick, but not being like too bothered, too focused on it. But actually when you change your attitude and you focus on cleaning your bathroom properly, and you're going to take time, you're going to appreciate what you have in your house, because lots of people in this world, they don't have what you have, they have much less, and they praying for having a life you living. So being grateful, it's quite important as well. When we actually put 100% focus on something what we're doing, it just gives us this kind of feeling inside of achievement that we wanted to do it, we've done it, and we basically gave ourselves a task, we completed it, so we achieved something in this state. And as well, nature of human being is that we like to have we like to do things with our hands. Some people might not agree with that. Some people are more like thinking and they focusing on working with their brain, which I completely understand. It's just, I'm talking about this kind of very primal feeling that when we actually do something with our hands, it just gives us this kind of achievement and feeling, give us this kind of feeling of peace. At least I spoke with quite a few people about this, and every single person had that. Even recently when I was driving, a guy who is like working for radio, he was saying that he actually cleaned his house in 4 hours, I think, and he said that he never had this kind of feeling of peace when he actually done it. And he, obviously, guys, you know, they not necessarily always clean, you know, there are some guys who clean their houses, some guys who pay for that, or some guys who have girlfriends cleaning for them. But overall, you know, there is, even for a man, for men sometimes as well, thinking like something like working with tools might be helpful if they really don't like cleaning. But I think every person can get some form of peace from just cleaning some kind of space, giving yourself an hour, let's say, and in that hour you're trying to clean a particular space, or you're just giving yourself a task that this space needs to be cleaned, doesn't matter how long it's going to take, but you're going to take time to do it. And honestly, that can help you to get some peace in your life. Another thing, in my opinion, that is going to help you to feel a little bit more peaceful is getting rid of stuff. Decluttering, this is very popular just now as well, but it really works. If you're going to get rid of the things you don't really use, you don't really need in your life, you're going to feel more calm, and you're going to feel like more fresh, because you're not going to have so much baggage, so much stuff everywhere where you look. And it really, really helps. There is something about having less, having appreciate more what you have. It doesn't need to be focusing on quality, rather than buying bulks of stuff that you don't really need. Buying stuff that you really, really love, and keeping those stuff that you really, really love in your house, rather than, can be house, can be wardrobe, can be anything really, can get this to any really part of your life, rather than you know, having so much clutter that you don't really know where everything is. It's really gives you this kind of, it's very purifying when you actually get rid of things you don't really use. When you even look at around you, if there is something that you didn't use in last 3 months, I'm pretty sure you're not going to use it in another 3 months. So maybe it's no point to keep it, you know. Maybe it's better to sell it, you can make some money on it, or maybe you can just give it to charity rather than throwing away, obviously. And honestly, believe me, if you're going to declutter, even if you're going to declutter a one drawer in your wardrobe today, you're going to feel better about yourself, and you're going to have this kind of more peaceful feeling inside you. When we actually on charity subject, another thing that really makes us feel good, and this is just really, really important as well, is helping others. And now some people might say that, okay, I'm working full time, I don't really have time to go and volunteer, which is absolutely fine, you know, don't think me wrong. We all have a busy life, we have all some kind of schedule that we're working on, but it's not necessary that you need to go and work somewhere for free just to volunteer. You can, as I said, you can declutter your stuff, you can donate them to charity, and that's already a help, you know. That's already giving a particular charity chance to sell those stuffs and make some money on it. And I think it's better this way, to give them this stuff rather than you throw them away. Sometimes even better than you sell it, especially if you don't really have this kind of feel that you need to have some money from it, you know. If you feel like you can just donate them and pass them to someone else is going to use those stuff, they're going to give them maybe more love than you giving those items love. And also the charity can make money on it. So this is really win-win when you're giving stuff to charity. And this is just obviously one thing you can do. You can help charity, you can obviously donate some money straight away. That's a help as well. But there's always this kind of feeling, good feeling about ourselves when we help other people, when we helps particular cause. I think the best really we can do is really get involved with helping people. That's going to give you the best feeling. When you actually are in presence of people that need something. Maybe they just need a conversation. Maybe they just literally need something, someone to smile to them, you know. But there's no better feeling, no more peaceful feeling than when you actually help another person. And as I'm saying, you can do it the way that you just donate money, you can donate your stuff, but you can also go somewhere and serve people. And serving people even if you sometimes feel like that's just not possible for me, maybe I'm too introverted. Honestly, believe me, if you try it once, you're going to have this kind of feeling of I just feel better about myself. I feel peaceful. And it's not about only that you're going to feel better about yourself helping other people. Like it's obviously not only about you always, but in this particular video I want you to focus on finding a peace. If you're going to help someone, believe me, it's going to be you're going to get back this kind of really good feeling of peace, of being worthy, and having this kind of feeling useful. You know, we all need to feel useful. There's another thing that it's very like human nature. We need to feel useful at something. Some people feel really useful when they're going to work, and that just makes them very happy, which is really great. Some people maybe don't necessarily like their work, so they don't really have the same feeling. But we, at some point in our life, in some kind of category of being friend or being a wife, being a husband, being, you know, someone's son or someone's daughter, we like to feel useful towards another person. And serving other people can really give you this kind of feeling of being useful, even if you, for example, going to bake a cake and you do extra, little bit extra cake and give it to your neighbor, you know, and that's already a serving another person. You know, there are very simple things you can do to make yourself at peace. You know, one of those classics that I personally love, it's reading. It's not spending time in front of screen, so you're not going to read from any like Kindle, from your laptop, from your tablet, from your phone. Even I have this kind of mistake that I buy books online and read them from the screen, which is not really great for your eyes. And I know I'm myself, I read a lot of books from my phone as well, so I know I made this mistake as well myself. But reading the proper book, you know, holding a proper book and reading it, it's actually can give you as well a lot of peace. It takes your mind off stuff, of something, of some problems that are in your head, and you're just focusing on particular story, on whatever it is you're reading, basically whatever you like reading. And this can really give you a little bit more peace as well. It's not that it's going to give you huge amount of peace, but in that particular moment, if you are going to focus on a book and you're going to read something that makes you feel pleasure, you know, from the particular title, then it's going to take your mind off stuff. So this can be really helpful for like short term. But you know, if you're really looking for some solution that it's going to be now, then this really can be great. Just focusing, sit down somewhere quiet, make yourself a cup of tea or cup of coffee, whatever your preference is, and read a really nice book. Maybe even a book you read already, but something that you always felt more at peace. Maybe not necessarily focus on some kind of thriller or horror, but some people, you know, even I like to read sometimes thriller, and it takes my mind off stuff. So it's really great solution for like short term, but can help you now, basically. And last not least, but last, couldn't not mention to do some kind of form of exercise. But I wouldn't really say that you're going to be at peace when you're, I don't know, doing some kind of burpees. Some people might be, you know, it's me, I personally wouldn't be, but I personally love walking, and walk is always going to be my favorite form of exercise. Some people like running, so running, it's great, it's good, it's great for you, you know. But you need to remember, when it comes to running, walking, when it comes to form of exercise, we tend to as well think a lot about a lot of stuff. Some people like to listen to music, so it takes their mind off their thoughts. Some people like to go through the process of thinking, you know, to help them as well achieve some kind of peace. So it's all really depends where are you, you know, what if you have something to struggle with or not. For me, going to the forest for a walk or some kind of park when there are beautiful trees and just kids can run around, it's just a form of luxury, you know. It's just form of luxury that I am able to actually do that literally every single day when there is a weather. I can go to park with my kids or the forest and just walk and be surrounded by nature. Nothing like nature, let me just say that very clear. Nothing like nature is going to give you a peace. If you are in the city center, I was living in London, you know, so if you are sometimes in city center, surrounding by buildings, but huge buildings, by lots of houses, lots of noise, you know, this is not going to help you to achieve peace. Let's be clear about this. So even sometimes taking a day off and going to a park or you know, in a lot of beautiful big cities, there are beautiful parks. So there's always some kind of opportunity for you to find a more quiet place when you can actually walk, and you can even people watching, or just sit somewhere on a bench and drink your coffee and have this kind of like a, it's really gives you lots of a calmness when you can be in the nature, even though when you're not really far from your home. Obviously we can travel quite far, but then when you're coming back home, you might have this kind of feeling that, you know, I'm again a little bit more stressed because I was somewhere when there was really beautiful, but I needed to drive 4 hours to get there. But when you actually find some kind of nice peaceful place not far away from your house, can give you a little bit more peace as well, from the perspective that, oh, I actually don't need to travel so far to be in the nature. I don't really need to go 5-6 hours to travel from you know, really big Basel city to get to some kind of lovely forest. Maybe there is something really near, and you going to even enjoy that more because you know that anytime you want, you can actually go to that place. So I highly recommend you to maybe even do some more research about place you're living in, I don't know, 5 miles or 10 kilometers area from you, and try to visit those places that you maybe not even heard about them, you know. Because nothing like being in the nature is going to help you to feeling more calm and more at this kind of feeling inside you that, you know, helps you breathe more. It's just such a great feeling that I honestly wish all of you will go to forest or somewhere nearby and just have this kind of proper like a breathing exercise, because it's really purifying. Okay, I'm not going to talk here all day, but I just really wanted you to think about this a little bit more. If you have a little bit more time, honestly, go for a walk. Always going to encourage you to go for a lovely walk. If you feeling like you maybe don't know where your life is going, and you're feeling like you don't have at that particular moment a lot of to offer, a lot of value in yourself, because we all have this kind of moments when we feel like that, then I highly recommend you to go and serve some people, go and volunteer or do something for charity, because it's really high value work, and you're going to feel so much better that you actually are a very valuable person, and you can really change the world if you want. I honestly wish you a really great day, and I hope you going to find this kind of moment of peace, and you're going to feel like everything is going to be okay, because you honestly are so capable of creating life you want. But you really, I feel like to get there, you need to have a little bit more balance, you need to be at peace with stuff. So I hope this little video was at least small encouragement for you to try something maybe new, or just go more towards this peaceful and more slow living idea.